just want to thank Anchor for making this podcast possible. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. It's totally free. They have creation tools that allow you to record, edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. They'll distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So go check it out. Go download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. It's real easy. That's what we use. I just edit the podcast, upload it to the website, and they pretty much do the rest of the work for us. So go check it out, guys. Thank you.
All right, Svetkov, I have to confront you this time. I'm not here just as little peacekeeping man. I'm here to tell you, you cannot have pizza subs. It is mine.
Oh, no, dude. You can have whatever you want, dude. Yeah. Just take a load off, man.
Really?
Wait a minute. This ain't the only thing we're here for now. Don't you forget that, Rusky.
Well, what else would you be here for, bro? Just chilling. Oh, man.
Well, we're looking for two things. All right. Well, I guess now one. I can't believe it was that easy. We're looking for Hitler. All right. We need to know his location.
Oh, Hitler. Yeah. Oh, me too, bro. Me too.
See, I told you he was alive.
Let me know.
To be honest, I didn't think it'd be alive. It's a crazy day. All right. Hitler's still alive, and then I still get my thing, Svetkov.
I think he's got his own show on MTV, bros. Yeah.
Hitler has his own show. Are you sure about this, Svetkov?
Hey, you know what? I got some Hitler right here. Woo.
Oh,
He'll make you raise your hands so high. Woo.
Oh, no, he's talking about his bud, Hitler bud, as in the weed. Oh,
I was going to say.
Yeah, bro. What else would I be talking about?
No, the actual
I thought you were
Hitler.
working with Hitler.
Oh, yeah.
It all depends.
We're bros, man.
All right, well, but nonetheless, I still get to keep pizza subs in, right, Svetkov? We can get that in writing and everything, correct?
Pizza subs? Oh, heck, bro. Order me too.
Oh,
order us all too, bro.
All right, I need some help, though. I'm so excited. I can't wait to tell Hayden that our mission has been accomplished.
Mission?
Hayden, though,
well, I mean, don't get it too far ahead of yourself. We don't got the information that we need.
Oh, that's right. We still need to locate your quote-unquote location for your man. Wink, wink. But real talk, though, we need to find Hayden before we continue on to get this information, though. Sarge, where is Hayden? When did you see him last?
Well, he was hobbling pretty bad with that foot of his, so I had one of the medics cut it off.
Oh, that's
the guy was a whiner.
Oh man, y'all missing someone?
Oh, yes, our friend Hayden. He's the one who really pioneered this mission here. He's the one who really forged the way for me to get the strength to come and ask you for my permission for pizza subs.
Oh, sounds like a good bro, dude.
Yeah, all right. But where is he?
He's probably stuck back in California, man. Ain't nobody allowed to leave that place. Look, I escaped. I got out.
You're not wrong. Well, where is this man? Where is he? Okay.
Well, that wuss will show up soon enough. But listen, let's get real close here now. We got to talk about where... What?
Oh, yeah.
Wait a second. Does someone else hear a ticking? I think I hear a ticking.
Oh, dude, don't be alarmed, dude. That's just my weed cooker here. Look here, right under my jacket here.
Your weed cooking? I don't know. That sounds pretty much like bomb.
Oh, it's been counting down for days,
to
bro.
Put a weed cooker. Why would it be under your coat?
Yeah, these strange guys gave it to me in an alley, bro.
Well,
I guess that checks out, but I don't know. Have you used this cooker before?
You ever used the microwaves?
Oh,
it's something like that, but it's a little more portable.
I don't know. All right. Okay. All right. Here, Sarge, come here. Let me have a conversation with Sarge real quick, okay?
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Yes. All right,
you
Sarge.
all take your
All
time.
right.
Yeah.
Really.
I'll
This
get
man is
over here,
delusional. I'm pretty sure that cooker might perhaps be bomb. We might need to hurry up and get out of
Well,
here.
I don't know if I trust him either. He says he's the worst fuck. Oh, wait. Is that?
What's
There's Hayden out in the woods. See?
Oh,
See
Hayden!
right there.
Y'all
I
see
see him.
someone? There
Yeah,
ain't
yeah,
nobody
Hayden.
out there for days.
Well,
You
come
all
on out there. He
delusional.
is right there, hippie man. Look out there. See him, Svetkov?
We're going to go check on our compadre outside. You hang out here. We'll be right back.
All right.
we'll be
Make
right
sure you
back.
close the door. It's cold.
All right. Okay.
I only
All
have
right.
this
That was close.
jacket vest on.
Hayden! Hayden! Oh, good. Good to see you, Hayden. Listen, I have great news for you, Hayden. Oh,
Guys,
your food looks horrible. It
what?
smells horrible, too.
Am I? What happened to the zoo? We
The
still at
zoo?
the zoo?
We're not at the zoo, son.
Why aren't you penguins?
Listen, Hayden, I think you've lost a lot of blood. It's kind of going crazy. But good news, Hayden. Good news. I got the rights for pizza sub. Svetkov said he'll hand it off to me, and as soon as I get him to sign the page, that'd be good. But we need to get him to sign it quickly, because I think he might have bomb on him. He says it's hit. Oh God, there he is. I thought that we told you to stay inside. Don't bring the tiki tick near us.
Oh, dude, I had to come out and see what y'all talking about. I forgot my pants, though. I'm gonna go back inside, bro. Get some pants.
Yeah, go quickly, go inside.
I've got about 10.
Have some modesty, son.
I got about 10, 9, 8, 7.
Well, perhaps it is a wheat cooker. I mean, I don't know much about these things. Oh, okay, that was not wheat cooker. That definitely was bomb.
Whoa! What the heck?
That definitely was bomb. That was quite a large bomb. Oh gosh.
Oh my goodness.
God. There goes. I will never get pizza subs back in my rights. That dumb Svetkov, that he was my ticket to an American dream of owning my own business. How would I ever get this done? Oh, and my
who trusts the guy who gives you a weed cooker in an alley?
Hey, what are y'all talking about?
What?
Oh, man.
He's still alive?
Holy
Jesus!
Oh, man, what happened to the house? I gotta go back in and check and see if my weed's still there, man.
How did he survive it?
7,
Guess
6.
they say weed is a hell of a drug. I guess I'm blown away. I clearly wasn't it, but well, perhaps I can get them to sign that that little contract, and then I can have pizza subs. And Hayden, our mission will be over, and we can go back home.
Our mission is over?
Well,
Not until we find Hitler.
Oh, God, that's right. We have to keep doing this. All right, fine, my friend. We will try to find this Hitler guy as long as you help protect us and get us back home.
I thought we already said that Hitler's not alive, man, and I got to get back to the zoo.
I don't know about the zoo there, Hayden. All right, listen here, Sarge. We will still help you perhaps find Hitler or at least confirm his living.
Oh, man, that house exploded again?
Oh.
I hope your friend's okay.
Second explosion, huh? All right, well, I'm pretty sure that means he died. He's dead.
My goodness.
Poor guy.
All right, well.
Hitler didn't want anybody to know his location. He killed this man. This just goes to show that Hitler is still around.
I don't know. Maybe, perhaps you could be right.
I'm getting a phone call.
Wait, you have my cell phone? I was wondering what that was the whole time.
Hello?
Hayden. Hayden.
Who's this?
It's Joe, Hayden. It's Joe. Come on.
Josephine?
No, not Josephine. You crazy whack. It's Joe.
Oh,
hey,
good, man. I had a dream that you were a girl and you were
minute?
like saying you're a girl and you're like doing the same things, but you're a girl. Oh, man, I hope it was a dream. Was it a dream?
Dude, I don't know. Man. I hope I was hot. I mean, what am I kidding? Of course, that was a hot chick. But all right, folks, we're losing sidetrack. Hayden, we got to hurry up and do a podcast right now, like right freaking now.
Wait, where are you, dude?
Where am I?
Dude,
I'm
I thought
freaking
you were on your way, dude.
I'm at Wall
Where's-
Street Center. I'm at GameStop right now. Their stock is going through
at
the roof.
You're at GameStop?
Through the roof, Hayden. I have to tell you something.
Please
all right?
tell
So
me
that's
you're
why
at
we
least on your
need-
way here.
Well, no, Hayden, I was trying to, okay, but then the stock thing
Joe.
went crazy.
Dude, I don't have much time, man. I'm running out of time.
I understand that, man, but like this is a big expedition and it's going to require funds.
I don't know what happened to my leg, man. They amputated my leg for some reason, and now, so instead of my foot just be bleeding, my leg is just bleeding the whole time.
The whole time?
I'm pretty sure, unless like an animal ripped it off.
Dude, rub some dirt in it, all right? Man up, all right?
That's what they keep saying. It doesn't. I need medical attention, dude. Are you coming or not? Are you just gonna sit on the Wii display at GameStop?
Listen, I'll be coming as soon as I can get the funds for the expedition. The only way I can get the funds is by buying some GameStop stock and some Dogecoin, the Dogecoins, bro. About to go cryptocurrency crazy too with some Dogecoins, man. We're going to be raking in and think of all the PlayStation 5s and excursions we can go on. I'm talking about financial independence. Listen, we don't even have to do a podcast anymore. We can live like kings.
I like the sound of that. No more podcast.
I know. So, but in order for us to not do a podcast,
I think I'm gonna die pretty soon.
Do a podcast. It's like a catch-22. You have to do a podcast to not do a podcast. All right. So
you're at GameStop right now.
Yes, I'm at GameStop right now. Hold on a second. Hold on. Yeah, I'd like to. How much is 2 stocks? What do you mean this isn't Wall Street? Listen, you're GameStop. How much are 2 stocks worth right now? Oh, that much. Okay. I was told it was lower than that. Already? How much already? Right, fine. Yeah. Give me two of those, and I'll make sure we fund into it. Oh, where's my PlayStation 5 at? You know what? Actually, take that.
I told you, man.
What, Hayden? What'd you say?
They were sold out. I told you.
We're still sold out? It's fine. Don't worry about it. Once we get this stock going, we can afford all the PlayStation 5s that are marked up, man. We'll be able to buy off all of the scalpers. All right. So once again, though, man, I need you to do this podcast. Can you focus up? Like I said, rub dirt on that leg. Are you rubbing dirt on that leg right now?
I don't even know what's going on, man.
Rub some dirt. Just rub some dirt. And imagine you're back in my basement, chained up, and about to do an intro for a podcast.
That's the last thing I want to think about, man.
Listen here, Hayden. If you want to, that's what you got to do. You're back at the podcast, Hayden. And you're back in the basement, and you're about to do.
All right, let me tell Chekhov and Sarge. All right, guys. Well, Joe said he's on his way, but he wants to do a podcast real quick.
Oh, he wants to do podcast again? Oh my minutes just gone. Everything's gone. All of my minutes.
Well,
all of my raw minutes, my banks.
It's still working, Chekhov, so.
I know it's working, but you guys keep ruining my credit score. It's fine.
Your credit score? What?
Whatever. As long as you can get this podcast done so we can get out of here.
Yes. Yeah, we can. Maybe you should go check on Svetkov and see if he's okay, and I'll sit right here on this rock and hang out.
All right, it's fine. Hayden.
Yeah.
Hayden, are you good to do podcasts? Ooh.
Yeah, they're gonna go check on.
Story.
Did you hear that explosion?
I did. I forgot to tell you the explosion. Everything reminded me. No. Don't trust the hippie guy with the backpack. First off, he's not even Svetkov. He's like, yeah. I got word that the backpack's a bomb. It's not a weed cooker at all. It's completely a bomb.
Dude, he's got like 7 different types of like bud and stuff. He's like,
dude.
I guess he grows it, and he's like really into it, man. And
yeah, and that's how they're gonna get him, man. That's what my contacts told me.
It's sad because he
don't
was like,
go near the backpack.
I guess he said he's trying to leave like California, and then they just like wouldn't let him in, and
you're not allowed to leave California, dude. Everybody knows that. Sooner or later, California finds you. They always find you, dude. Every time.
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
Yeah. So also that hippie guy is not Svetkov. Well, I mean, he kind of is. He's like a distant nephew, if you will, Svetkov. So that's not even
So
the right
he's not,
Svetkov.
but he's related to Svetkov.
He is, but he's not the one to get.
Guys, he's not. That's not Svetkov.
What?
Yeah,
What you mean that's not Svetkov?
Joe's saying he's like a distant cousin or something. He's like
This
kind
is
of related, but not.
distant. Oh no, we still have to get right.
Are you still looking
I
for his
must
body?
What?
You gonna look for his body?
Yes, I'll look for his.
Yeah. Weird.
Oh, all right, Joe. Well, I guess we could do this podcast while they look for his body, but I guess that's a little relieving, you know. It's not Svetkov, so.
No worries, man. Hey, like I said, I'll get you guys here soon.
Okay.
We'll get things going on.
All
All right. You know, you let Sarge know, okay, that actually I got some intel that Hitler might be alive.
Oh, Hitler's
it's either
alive?
that or a giant bag of weed. I don't know.
Don't get his hopes up, man. Come on, you know.
Sorry, I'm just saying.
We finally convinced him to like find this guy from the KGB, and then that we would hand him over and all that. Just don't get his hopes up.
That's fine. All right. It's probably not.
All right, you want to start the podcast or?
Sure.
Oh man, another explosion. Are you guys okay?
He's fine. Slides burns. Don't
Jeez,
worry,
man.
bro.
Someone wants this boy dead.
Sarge, are you okay, Sarge? Are you all right?
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
too bad.
okay.
Oh man.
Yes, I'm fine.
I think I got some glass in my other leg. Just the explosion, like all the way over here, just like hit some glass in my other foot. Oh man.
All right, Hayden. How about you just go ahead and start that podcast up then? It's fine. Don't worry about this. Just focus up, man. GameStop stock.
Just
Let's
my
go.
legs.
Let's go.
It tastes blood. It's so cold. All right. Well, welcome back to the podcast, guys. My name is Hayden. Not in a secret woods location. And this is Joe over here. He's right next to me, like usual. You know, we got the setup going.
Rocking and rolling. Professional setups here, man. It's only the professional setups.
He's looking at that GameStop stock, you know, trying to make it big. Right?
Oh yeah.
Right, Joe?
Oh, totally. What about you, Kris?
Yeah, we got Kris here as well too. Also not a secret location. Just
Yeah, just hanging out with my new phone. Got away from that Apple bullshit and back over to Android.
Oh,
Dude,
really?
I hate Apple. I hate their products. Never enjoyed
Seriously?
it.
I was looking into like an iPhone 12 or whatever.
Nah, man.
Just because
I had the 11, got rid of it. Now I've got the S21.
Oh, dang. I heard that thing's insane. It's got like 8 cameras on the back.
It's not bad. And I got the like 300 gigs of memory on it, which is nice.
Oh, that'd be great. I only have 64. Dang,
Yeah.
awesome.
Well, what's cool too is you can add like what do you call it?
SD. Well, you can't on the new one, I don't think. On the 21.
Yeah, so the S21, they kind of started following the iPhone setup. They got rid of the external memory card and the headphone jack, which makes me really pissed. But the fact that it's 300 gigs will make up for not having to be able to put an external memory card on.
Right. Or like a terabyte.
Like running
that'd be
giant.
Right.
Because even like my Note 20, I think I can still put a SD card on it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the new ones.
It's just the new Samsung 21 that went away from it. I keep losing cell phone service when I go skiing, and so I can't stream my music. And I'm like, well, frick, I need to swap over to an Android so I can just have an SD card full of music and plug it into my phone. Right. And then, I mean, they have a special deal where you trade in your iPhone 11 and you get the S21 for free. So
gouging Apple, huh?
But then it doesn't have an SD card. It makes me so mad.
Yeah, the S20 does. The old one, if you'd have gotten that one, but yeah, that one's older. But nope, no more SDs, man.
It's the way of the past.
They need Google does like free. Yeah. We can hear you.
What's that?
We
I was thinking
lost
what we ought to do
Joe.
is, well, I'm still here.
Or we lost Kris.
Yeah, Kris is, yeah. But what I was going to say is, might be his new phone. Working out all the bugs. What I
It's
was
just
going to
too
say
much, too fast.
is, it's too
It
powerful.
can't
It's
keep
broken,
up. Yeah.
broken the connection. Our slower.
Sorry, we're only
archaic.
on 2G. It's on a different band. It's like connecting to like the SpaceX and Mars.
Yeah.
Be like, yeah, Kris, we're down here on Earth. Yeah, man, I'm skiing in the Mars Alps.
Yeah, yo,
Yeah.
I needed it so I can stream my music on Mars. Elon Musk single-handedly
You're all
kicked me out.
pissed off at T-Mobile. I can't get my connection to work in Mars. Me and Elon are working on something. Like, imagine that.
Hey man, there's lots of places where there's dead cell phone signal in the mountains.
Oh
There's
yeah, I
no-
bet. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's the mountains. I'm actually more shocked when I have signal than I am when I lose it.
Right?
Right.
I
yeah.
thought it was pretty good. You can go all the way out to Winter Park in the Rocky Mountains and still have cell phone signal the whole way. So they must have upgraded the towers.
They definitely did with that 5G, baby. That's how, us city folk can't be the only ones getting cancer, okay? All right,
Yeah.
it has to be those guys up top there.
Right?
City.
Yeah, dude.
They're
Those
just getting
mountains, gotta get it.
radiation from the sun.
Just go, yeah, because they're even closer.
Yeah.
But no, it's gonna be pretty sweet. You have to
We
let
just
me
don't
know
wear
how that Samsung
sunscreen.
is. I mean, I just got a new one, so it's not like I can get one, but I'm just kind of curious how it is. Because I got the S20. I love it. I love my sorry, the Note 20. I love
Right.
my Note 20.
Oh, the big boy. I thought you had a Pixel
Yeah.
3.
I did, and I couldn't wait to get rid of it.
Seriously?
Yeah, dude, hated that Pixel 3 so much.
I have a
Like,
Pixel 3
twisted
right now.
issues. Oh yeah.
I've had it for a
just-
few years.
So the S21 is super light. Like it feels like I'm holding like one of the first smartphones because it's so light and it's a little tiny because they didn't put like metal or metal or glass on it like a lot of the new phones are. So it's mostly plastic.
Wow.
But
300 gigs though. Oof, that's crazy.
yeah, well, technically it's like 260 something or other, but it's easier to just be like, oh, it's 300 gigs.
Oh, 200.
That's so much.
Yeah.
Dude, but so right now would be the best time to buy back into GameStop stock.
Right now.
Right now, because
No,
it's
like 2 weeks ago
one-
would have been.
$107 now. Well, they say
Sorry.
they're gonna try to make it go back up again.
I don't trust that, dude. It's just like once they're done doing their thing, it's like it's gonna be gone. You know what I mean?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Like-
if anything, the last time it went down this low, the internet went crazy and brought it back up. I don't know. Normally, I would agree on it because of the trend, but this is different, man. This is like a different trend of what's going on.
Can they afford
Yeah.
to hire employees now? Like
Like more
Before-
importantly, not making
dude,
not making
It's-
hourly.
before
They
this,
should follow the Walmart structure and start paying their staff in stock.
oh yeah, there you go. It went down again. Ah, tell Reddit about that. Sorry. What?
Yeah, what? Yeah, that's Reddit's problem.
Why don't you get your Reddit buddies on it then? They're all like pissed off.
No, dude, I know. But I just love how like a bunch of like neckbeards on the internet were like, yeah, we're going after this thing again. Like, this
Yeah,
is
it's
ours.
funny.
And just ruin those guys as like hedge funds. So,
Didn't like Blockbuster go up too?
I don't know if it was like part of the thing or if just like a handful of people decide to invest into it because it's low. It's like pennies.
Let's
So it
bring
wouldn't be hard to make
Blockbuster
that
back up.
thing,
Let's get Blockbuster higher than Amazon.
right?
Yeah.
It's crazy how people can
I'm
like
surprised
control
they
that.
still have stock. I mean, they don't have any hard copy stores, and it's not like they have an online store or
Well,
anything.
they have one store, and it's like in like Europe somewhere, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they have one Blockbuster store left.
I thought for sure they still had one in Alaska though.
Oh,
'Cause,
maybe
like,
they do.
because they can't get a lot of signal out there to live stream stuff, so they still go out to buy, like rent new movies and stuff.
They have
Oh,
one
geez.
like red box out there. It's like in the middle of the Arctic. Just one. I can't get
Yeah,
my
just-
CD to come out. It's frozen.
It freezes nonstop. They have
Yeah.
some guy that his specific job is to go over there hourly to make sure it's like unfreezes, like defrosts it.
Yeah. I chose
Someone's
Wolf
hired
of
this-
Wall Street, not Disney Princess. It like picks the wrong thing. Sorry, touchscreen.
Someone's just paid to stay there with a hair dryer the whole time.
Yeah.
Right. I rode
But-
out here on my Caribou, 18 miles to get a DVD for me and the wife.
But I'm curious to see if there is a second resurgence. Or I guess maybe this is more like a third.
Resurgence
Like to
of
see
what?
people are like for the meme and for holding the line, if that's actually going to exist, or people are like, nah, I'm kind of over it. I'd like to cash out and make some money off of this thing like they did anyways. So it's
Yeah.
still what they did. Still cost a bunch of guys money, which was awesome. Pretty hilarious.
I like when you like walk into a GameStop now. It's so different than like right at the height of the pandemic when you like walked in. Like before,
Yeah.
it was just like, oh guys, we're struggling. It was like the dark ages in there. And I was like, yeah, we just don't have much, guys. Just take what you can. And then now they're like, oh yeah, we're sold out of everything. Pre-orders backed out for days. You guys, it's like, what the heck is this? The guy's like, oh,
Everybody's sitting around playing video games these days.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
right.
just
Yeah.
how it goes.
Yeah, the
So-
Pokemon cards too. I walked in, I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah, I want to buy a pack of the new, whatever the new one is that came out. I'm like, yeah, can I get a pack of that? And they're like, we're sold out for days. We got you want to pre-order it? We could do that. It's like, what pre-order? I just want to.
That's because like streaming like made Pokemon opening like a big deal. Right? What's his face? Logan Paul kind of made it a big deal.
Yeah, and Gary V. Yeah, because Gary V is like all in sports cards, and then Logan's like, well, I know Pokemon. Okay, just do that. And then Pokemon cards end up selling for like, what is it, like $150,000?
Yeah.
That one Charizard card.
Oh yeah, dude. I wonder how many of those cards are like not even real.
Well, no, they're
Huh.
graded. They're graded by you can get them like professionally graded.
Sure.
So they're
Just like paintings.
Right.
checked out.
Just
It
like
checks
paintings.
out.
Well,
But,
I mean, I remember when Magic the Gathering, where a buddy of mine had the original Black Lotus. I'm that old, dating myself these days. But when he sold that one single card, it sold for like I think he sold it like $220 when he sold it.
Really?
Yeah. So I mean, it's possible that maybe Pokemon cards have gotten to the point where like the original decks are making, a lot of money. It's possible.
Mm.
Oh yeah, the original. Yeah, it's so hard to find. Like I was trying to buy a pack on eBay, and it was like a few $100 just for the first gen. And
Yeah,
then
for
there's
first
a
gen
lot of
booster.
fakes and stuff too. I was trying to buy a single card. There's a lot of fakes online and stuff.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, I bought what is it, Sword and Shield? I bought a few packs of those, and I ended up getting like a really, I don't know if it's like the rarest card, but it's like the third maybe. I got like a shiny. I was like, holy crap! And now it was worth like $50, and now it's worth like $150. So I'm like, oh my
Nice.
gosh. Yeah, my friend's like, you should get it graded and everything. I'm like, yeah, maybe. It's like a shiny like frost moth that's like apparently one of the rarest in the. It's like sick. But yeah, I was just buying in the hype. I'm like, oh crap, Logan Paul's like doing it, and everybody's into it now. So I'm like, I'll just buy one. What the heck? And now they're all
Right.
sold out everywhere. You know, you could walk into Target or GameStop, and now it's just not. They're not there. So all it
Nice.
takes
They
is
do that
one
with Yu-Gi-Oh
influencer.
cards. I got a bunch of old school love, like first edition Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Bring Yu-Gi-Oh back.
Yeah, bring
make
Yu-Gi-Oh back.
great
Come on,
again.
Redditors.
Make Yu-Gi-Oh great again.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Now that GameStop's up there, we gotta get this Yu-Gi-Oh.
Right? Yeah. It's all the card games. I've got all these massive card games that I've been holding forever.
Yeah, Magic the Gathering. Let's bring that back. Come on. I had a really rare
Well,
card. I had one of the rarest cards too, and now it's like, oh no, that's only $14. I'm like, what? At the time, it was like a few hundred.
Well, a buddy of mine runs a game store, Denver Central Games, and he says that is his moneymaker.
Magic?
Magic, yeah. It's
Oh, okay.
still the only thing that makes money really for him.
Well, Magic is like a real like legit like you can actually like I don't know. I feel like Pokemon, like you can play Pokemon cards and stuff and like do that, but I feel like Magic is so much more like on
Well,
like
like
a
the thing with
professional
Magic.
level, I guess. It's just like a
Yeah. Like there are tournaments for Pokemon and stuff, but it's definitely like Magic's like the one to like go to and play and like have like sponsors and all that other stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and they're still coming out with boosters. To this day, there's still Magic the Gathering current.
Well,
booster
they
pack.
run off of a seasons thing, right? Like they run off of like this seasons idea, like you buy a set for this year and then next year there's a new set, and a lot of times you can't play like what's like in like maybe 2 seasons ago, right? So you're always phasing out cards like nonstop phasing cards out. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's one of the reasons why I
that's
couldn't get
crazy.
into it, man.
Dude.
Yeah. So then nobody can pull out a Black Lotus out of nowhere and win the game.
Or Wrath of God.
Dude, exactly.
I remember that card. Yeah, I had a deck and I was like, oh, this card's amazing, and I had like 8 of those cards, and my friend's like, how many of those do you have? I don't think that's allowed. It's like a white bird or whatever, and I had so many of them, but they're like so cheap to play and just like so good if you had a ton of them. So I was like, yeah, play this guy, play this guy, play this guy. He's like, how the heck? I don't think that's right. You beat me way too fast.
I remember back when they had this card, this animal type called the Sliver, and I made a whole deck out of them, and what they all just like influence each one. So they're all 1/1s, and they cost 1 mana to produce. But then it's like when this one is in play, all slivers gain fast strike, and when this one's in play, all slivers gain defense, and when this one's in play, all slivers gain +1/+1 for every sliver in combat. And I was like, shit.
Oh, dang. I'm sure I have them somewhere. I was trying to sell them on Craigslist, but nobody wanted them.
They're like, what are these?
How old are these cards?
No, but it's always interesting, man. Like, just random thing. I mean, like, what's crazy now is like, you look at GameStop, you look at things like just how like nerdism is kind of like this viable thing for 2020. Like,
well, not only 2020, but like ever since, you know, computers and stuff became bigger, and I feel like and gaming and stuff became bigger and bigger. It's like
it might have had a lot to do with esports
and bullies. Unlike all these. Like,
once esports came out and it became a viable profession to be a professional gamer.
Oh, right. When your parents hated you playing video games. Get off the video games. But I'm going to be a pro player. That's not even a real thing.
Get a real job.
Yeah, get a real job.
I could make $1 million playing Call of Duty, Ma.
Go work for the newspaper. That's going to be around for a while. What? Okay.
You're like, sure, sounds good, Mom.
Right, yeah, all these Twitch streamers are like making it big and stuff.
Right.
All these like pro Twitch streamers. When like, yeah, back in the day, it's just like, you play so many video games, but yeah, if you're like Ninja or whatever, they play like 8 hours a day, 5 days a week.
Yeah, full-time job to play games now.
Right, so you really have to play So I don't know. It's hard. It's like I heard like I was listening to like Joe Rogan. He's like, um, he used to like bash video games, but he's like, yeah, I guess now it's actual like viable like thing to like play and stream video games. But it's hard to tell when it's gonna be your profession or if it's
Right.
It's like
Yes,
anything, right? Like how viable or is that? Like
But
how
you
can
have
you?
yeah, you have to play a lot. You have to be on a lot. I mean, I'm sure Joe knows that better than anybody else.
Well, it's just like if you want to be a pro athlete
Right.
in sports, you need to be spending hours a day training. You know, you're going out to the field throwing the ball every day. You're going out to the court and you're bouncing and shooting your shot over
Right.
and over and over again.
You gotta
The only
just
way
keep
you're ever
doing
going to do it.
Yeah. And it's so funny. It's
Yeah.
like when I was a kid, like my parents would make me like go out and like practice baseball. Like they had like a bunch of like either they would practice with me or they'd have like machines or to have like special like coaching and stuff and like one-on-one coaching and like how to swing the bat and like I would just like hit balls, throw balls, like do everything constantly. But as soon as I like spend like a day on video games, they'd be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm really good at Halo. I'm serious. I'm so good. I got this down." They're like, "Get off the video games." Like, but I'm good at this. And it's funny how it's like switched. I wonder if like our generation's gonna be like, "Son, you gotta get those headshots. Like, get back on the."
But
Come
Dad, I
on.
love baseball. I love
Yeah,
it so much.
That's never gonna work out, son. Get on the
Get your,
get back
you're
on the
gonna hurt your
controller.
thumbs.
If your hand doesn't have a controller in it, I'm gonna ground you.
Yeah. So you get up there. You get up there.
Yeah, you
Dad,
get
my
up there.
fingers here. Those are calluses.
My
Let's
eyes are bleeding. I'll get you some gunners when you deserve it, son.
go. When you deserve it.
Yeah.
Dad, I don't want to.
But yeah, it's just so funny how like my parents would buy me like the nice gloves and bats and all that, but like the moment I would sit on video games and like, man, I'm so good at this like team SWAT, like I would just destroy
Yeah.
kids in team SWAT and I'm like, man, I'm actually good at this. I'd go to like LAN parties and just like wreck everyone.
Right.
And then my parents would be
Yeah.
like,
The
what'd you do over there?
chances
Play
of me
video games?
becoming a
Probably.
pro baseball player is the same as me becoming a pro video game player.
Now I think it's even like even more. I mean, with COVID and stuff.
Oh yeah, being a pro gamer
Yeah,
is now viable. Well, I mean, it's always been viable, but now it's been it's super popularized. Everybody's trying to do it.
right.
Yeah, how many?
Yeah, like
Because I've
Twitch
been
streaming.
streaming for like 5 years, back before it was even the cool thing to do. And like how
Imagine
big
that.
it is now. Like it just sucks like that I couldn't like break through because like trying to do it now is like it's even harder than it would have been 5 years ago. You know what I mean?
Oh
Yeah,
It's
for
like,
sure.
That's like
oof.
YouTube and everything too, yeah. But there's more though. There's more availability. Like more people have internet, more people are watching it. You know, there's like but yeah, it's kind of the thing like I see on YouTube like if you like people are doing like if they're like it just like snowballs, I guess. So if like you're big, you only get bigger
Yeah.
with
Right.
like the
Yeah.
internet and stuff. But yeah,
Yeah.
there's more availability. It's on your phone. You got an app. You got the smart TVs. There's a lot of people now that will just like go on Twitch, even like older couples. They'll be like, yeah, I watched this guy on Twitch. It's like, wow. You know,
Yeah.
Just,
different thing.
well, I just wish that you know, people would have donated me GameStop stonk instead of
Right.
instead of bits now.
Yeah.
Right.
Or Amazon stock back in the day.
Some of those freaking bitcoins. I saw this video of this lady who like someone like was in 2012 or 13 donated her. She was like or he told her like to create this account. He would like give her like $50 worth of Bitcoin, and like now it's worth like $40,000-$50,000 or whatever now.
Jeez, dude. Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
worth 40. Yeah. Yeah, I had some in the beginning and I sold it. And I was like, shoot. And then I bought it 6K. It's like, shoot. And then I bought again at like
Did
20.
you hear the story about the $20,000 pizza?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
the
So
guy who bought pizza with a Bitcoin or whatever.
with a single Bitcoin.
Papa
Bought a
John's or something.
pizza. Yeah.
That's how they're still in business. They got that Bitcoin. Yeah, I don't know. It's like the market is so split. It's like half the entrepreneurs are like, yes, Bitcoin, and the other half are like, no, screw that because we need the USD currency to do well. If it doesn't do well, you know, the whole
The
Listen,
government
whole
goes
guy.
world will
down or
fall
whatever.
apart.
No, the only people who say that are the ones who have billions and billions invested in. Oh no! Oh no! The American economy will go bad. No, your money will go bad.
Yeah, they're like,
The
we're
money that you
trusting.
don't put back into the economy. You mean the money that you guys put into it, the things that you buy? Oh no, you don't buy on it. You sit on it like dragons. No, you mean that money? No,
Yeah,
that money goes to nothing, and the economy would be just fine. They say that
Yeah.
all the time because they're scared to lose their billions and billions that they don't even circulate back in. All they do is take it and reinvest it. It doesn't do anything. If you notice, like it has
well,
done
Elon
nothing.
supports it.
What the Bitcoins?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he knows. Because
He
he knows,
supported
like,
Dogecoin too, and then I was like, oh, I need to get some Dogecoin.
I was
Yeah.
thinking about buying some Dogecoin
I
as a
couldn't get it
joke.
on Coinbase though.
No, I can't remember where you have to go to get it now. But like it just goes
Meme.com.
to show you, like, really the ones who say that, or those old guys who are crying about all the money that they've lost because of this GameStop thing. They use that as a threat because they say that the US economy will go bad, but it doesn't, because the whole idea is that money is recirculated, right? That money is put back into the economy. None of that money is put back into the economy. All
Well,
that
kind
money
of.
is
If
just
you're just
sit.
printing off money like these stimuluses, like, no, screw the
Yeah.
$14,000 or $100 stimulus. We're gonna give you $2,000, and then they're just
No,
like,
you're not wrong.
I mean, hey,
Increasing the
I'll take
debt.
2,000. Like, dude, I'll need it, but I
But what's
think.
the stock do? How does the stock help out with the American debt?
What do you mean?
Well, like, because you're talking about how like the printing the money is bad because it
Oh yeah.
so, but what's the stock do to help out with that? I mean, I'm not the smartest guy when it comes to the stock market, right?
Well,
My belief is like in order for the economy to grow even better and to stay healthy is recirculation, right? If that
yeah, don't
money
sit on the
never
money.
is, yeah,
Yeah.
and like all it does is like sit in businesses and makes the top of the guys who own that business richer and wealthier. As far as I can tell, besides the fact that Amazon has made more jobs, it's not like the average income of someone at Amazon is,
It's still $12.50.
yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like the minimum, like the lowest income person there doesn't make even $30 an hour, and they make $12.50. They make minimum wage.
Yeah. No, they're
Shitty
just
Right,
able
paying
to
yeah.
job.
like do more stuff with their like now they're like diversifying Amazon. Like they're getting into. I saw this thing where like Amazon's like in every. They're competing with Google. They're competing with Spotify. They're competing with SpaceX, and so they're just trying to like. Yeah, they're just trying to do everything. So.
Just trying to create this large wealth. And like that's the thing, like people like they drag in it. They don't invest their money back into their people. Like if they really were worried about the economy, if they truly were worried about the economy,
Oh
and
no, or Bill
especially right
Gates.
now, yeah, well, like especially right now with like, quote unquote people hurting or whatever, they would be offering, more money per pay. Like they would be offering more benefits. They would be offering people, oh, hey, why don't you just sit? Why don't my employees sit at home, or like, listen, you guys work 20 hours a week, right? Instead of 40 hours a week, but you get paid for your 40 hours a week and you guys make, $15-$20 an hour. Like,
Well,
why isn't that happening?
Amazon does do that thing. They consider 32 or 33 hours full time,
32, 33.
which is
Well, they need to do
good,
more.
but yeah, but they're like we pay more than the average. It's like, well, they're only working 33 hours, like 12.50 at 33. It's like
Yeah. So, I mean,
As
like,
long
I
as they
don't
don't
mind.
try to make you not work those hours just so they can pay you part time.
yeah, and they just like do the minimum so they can look good and like
And
it's
that's
what I like
and
about
that's
this
all it is.
generation is it's all about like a lot of people can like have their own business like with the internet and stuff like that
Oh yeah.
and like do their own thing, which is like what I feel like is gonna be more common, like freelance work and stuff like that. Like people being able to set their own hours and like set their own pay and get paid for their skill and stuff like that, and not exactly, you show up for 40 hours and then you go home and you get paid the same thing. And I think that's what's gonna like start changing.
The biggest thing you mentioned there is set your own pay. Know your worth, kind of a thing.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
If you're good, you go on like, Upwork or whatever, and someone's like really good, and you want something like that quality, then you pay for the quality. And or if you want something that's not as good but faster, you pay for what you get, instead of like, okay, no matter what, I'm getting this product at this hourly wage.
Right. Yeah. So, but for me, I don't even care. Like, I really don't care. Like crash it. I don't give a crap anymore. Like, I know, like, I understand what it does, like, quote unquote, with the Great Depression, stuff like that. But really, what happened was because, they have all those banks, and the banks lost money, and you had money in the banks, and then you couldn't get your money.
Screw the banks, dude.
That's
They're
what
like
killed it.
24% interest.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying, though. It's like, well, like, no. So, like, let's say right now, hypothetically, let's say in the bank you had 10,000, right? And it's 1920 and you had 10,000 in the bank. I mean,
dang, you're balling,
right? So whatever. Let's just say 1,000, or even 10, or $100. $100 in the bank account in 1920, right? And when the stock market crashed, the banks overloaned, right? That's what happens. The banks overloaned, and people couldn't pay back or whatever, right? And so that's all that happened. So basically, you couldn't even get access to the money that you even had, because the banks were like, "Oh, we don't have it. We don't have your money," right? So that whole point of why that stock market, quote unquote, crash, it really wasn't even the stock market. It was the fact that the banks, or I mean, it's part of it, but the biggest thing is like, like where like what happened exactly was because the banks over loaned out, and people, and that's what happened with the housing crisis, right? Banks were offering too much loans, people couldn't pay them back, and then basically everybody went a bunch of foreclosures, and the banks had no more money and all this other crap going on. And so that's what happens there. That's what happens. It's whenever the rich get too greedy and don't pay attention to their own stuff, and then when there's a hole in it, and that's what it comes down to. So like that's what's happening right now. It's kind of like a mini depression, but not for what's funny though this time with the stocks is it's not really us small people, right? It's not us that are hurt. It's the big guys that are hurt, because we are circulating the money, and more importantly, with the people who made a bunch of money, sold off their stock, had a truckload of money, and what did they do with that money? Did they sit on it? No. A lot of them spent that money, paid off their debt, paid this off, did this or that with it, and recirculated back in the economy.
Yeah.
So like that's why like what just happened to the rich is hilarious, because they want to sit there and pretend that like the stock market's this like big needy thing, and like they need to run it or whatever. And that, it's and more importantly, what they were trying to do, which is that whole borrow system, right? Because I'm not sure if you guys understand, like the short squeeze or whatever was happening. Basically, what it was is they borrowed a bunch of stocks, that weren't even there.
I'm just kidding.
And they're basically, imagine, I read this explanation on how it worked. It was pretty simple, and I liked it. So imagine you have your friend has
financial
a little bit, a little bit.
Financial education.
So imagine that your friend has Grand Theft Auto 5. Okay, imagine your friend has Grand Theft Auto 5, and you go and ask your friend, "Hey, can I borrow Grand Theft Auto 5?" So you borrow your friend's Grand Theft Auto 5.
It's like, heck no, man, it's mine.
Well, you find out that Grand Theft Auto 5 is worth $15 at GameStop. Okay, but you're expected that next week Grand Theft Auto 5 is going to go on, to buy it back would be $5. So if you go to GameStop and sell them Grand Theft Auto 5, and they give you $15, next week you can buy the game back for $5, and you pocket 10, and your friend gets the game back, right?
Yeah.
Right.
What happened is they did that. They borrowed a bunch of Grand Theft Auto 5s from all their friends. A truckload of Grand Theft Auto 5s and sold them GameStop, right? So now they pocket all that money. Problem is, everyone else started buying Grand Theft Auto 5 from the stores. So instead of it dropping down to $5, the price went up to $25.
Yeah.
So now your friend's like, "Yo, can I have Grand Theft Auto 5 back?" And now you got to buy the game back and hand it back to them. And now you were like what in for $10, right? You made pocket at 10. So let's make it even worse. So instead of it being 25, right? Grand Theft Auto 5 went on sale for $35 now, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
and your friend's like, hey, can I get my Grand Theft Auto 5 game back? So now you got to buy Grand Theft Auto 5 at $35, and you lost net of $10 or $20 or whatever, right?
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
Whatever so that's exactly what happened in GameStop stock, right? A bunch of these rich guys were like, GameStop stock is going to be worse, a week or so, whatever. So they did a bunch of borrowed stocks, right, and bought it at that price of whatever it was like 40 or whatever it was. They're expecting that thing to go down to like like $10 or whatever, and they were going to profit whatever that amount was back.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
So, and that just shows you like that's all they were doing. Like that's all it was, is they were betting on a company failing to make money. Like that's what's crazy. Is they were betting on a company to fail to make money than to a company succeed to make money.
Well, yeah, I wonder if they control like the media too, because the media is like GameStop's gonna fail, Blockbuster, all these things are failing.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, oh shoot. I mean, and then they're like, sell everything. The media's saying, and then they're like, then Elon's like, I'm buying Bitcoin. And then everybody's like, oh, buy Bitcoin. And then Bitcoin shot up. And then now it's like down.
Well, that's the thing too.
It's down to 35 now, Bitcoin. It was up at like 40 before, but.
Like, who do you think those hedge fund people were selling stocks for? For all those wealthy news media guys. How many of those news media guys were making millions and millions of dollars on that? Like, how many of them are investing with those hedge funds?
A lot
of people. Or more importantly, their bosses were. That's why. Of course they control the media. Because they control their boss's finance, man. You just got to follow the paper trail. The green trail on it. Granted,
like,
I'm sure. We'll go ahead and say.
Well, I was just gonna say, have you ever heard of like Rich Dad Poor Dad? That whole thing. Yeah, I like how he says it. He doesn't like play the stock market game. He just like puts his money in things that are like just guaranteed to work. Like real estate and oil and stuff like that. He's like, yeah, I just like, buy houses and buy stuff that things actually work instead of putting my money in a, in the stock market that's just like a up and down. Who knows what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I feel like the real
you have
like
to actively
smart,
have to
rich
manage.
Guys, the real smart guys, they invest in like businesses, things that actually return money instead of like, I'm gonna put my money in the stock market and it better grow because of all this. And
more importantly, you put money in the stock market on things that aren't gonna grow, and you're hoping to make money off of it.
Right, and then if it's not growing and you're losing money, you're like, somehow, guys, make this go up.
And that's what's funny too, is because the guys who they borrow their stocks from are like, we want our money back, or they want our stock back. So that's why they have to like that's why they would lose all that money, because when those guys are like, I want my GameStop stock back, from the borrowing that they've done, right? So now, because that company, whoever they borrowed it through, right, they want to sell that stock to make money off of it.
Right.
And that's why they got it basically, and that's how those hedge funds lost all that money.
Crazy.
Right.
And that's why they got those app companies like Robinhood, those ironic app companies to like.
Oh man, people hate
stop
Robinhood
people
now.
From doing it and then selling their stocks because
you can't even buy GameStop on Robinhood. They masked it.
Did they mask it again? Because I know like they can't do that technically.
Yeah, you can't see it.
They're getting
You can't see Blockbuster. You can't see GameStop. There's a ton of stuff.
AMC,
yeah. It's only Amazon and Tesla and whatnot.
Way to kill your app, and I hope those guys go to jail. Straight to jail.
But Tesla's killing it. I wish I would have bought Tesla.
Well, it's because Elon was like, dude, like this is awesome. So a lot of those a lot of those Redditors or people who are at least following the story and like Elon were like, yeah, I'm gonna invest in his company because it's growing.
Right.
Yeah, it's all become like a Kickstarter now. It's like, oh, I like this guy. Hey guys, let's help this guy out. All right.
Right. Yeah. Like, crowdfunded everything.
Crowdfunded stock market. Yeah. It's just like, okay, who wants next? We like you. You're a good guy. Okay, thanks.
Right.
Just
The only way it really succeeds though is the people who bought in right at the start when it was at its lowest point. Keeps their
yeah,
shares.
diehard GameStop fans. I'm going down with it. I love this
Yeah.
place too
Yeah.
much.
Dude, like if I bought a bunch of my stock at like, you know, early on, I probably would have sold it because I don't really care for GameStop.
It goes to show, don't like go with the flow, go with the waves, you know.
Yeah. Well,
Do
like the wave right
research.
now is downtrending, right? So if you're like, so two things are going to happen because today, which is the 2nd of February, you know, it's down to $104,
Yeah.
right? So the question comes down to, do I buy in or do I sell? Well, it all depends, right? Like what are you gambling on? So once again, you can't gamble on this thing like you can gamble on other stocks, right? You can't gamble on like all their markets this good or things are going to happen so I can expect it to go better. Right now, it's kind of like, is it going to return all the way down to its $30-$40 mark, 20, whatever it was?
Well, if you sell, you're an a-hole, and everybody will hate you.
Oh, dude, who cares, man? So what I would tell people, because I know they're telling everybody to hold the line, and you can hold the line if you'd like.
Yeah, they're like 300.
Hold the line.
Against
But-
the against the
Yeah.
rich investors. Hold the line.
Hold the line.
Tonight
The
we
problem
dine
is,
in hell.
I can't legally tell you what to do with your investments because that's against the law. Right? I can't be like, yeah, you have to do this. But I'll
Just
tell you one
invest in
thing.
Tesla and everything will be okay.
I would take your money right now that you made. I wouldn't cash it out. I would roll it over to something new. So if you're still in the green on GameStop stock,
I am.
I
Yeah.
suggest you sell out now because I don't think the meme's going to continue.
No. Yeah. Sadly, that's what I think too. Sadly, it's just all gonna kind of go back to normal, right?
But the internet's crazy.
Yeah, that's what we learned from this.
But yeah, for sure.
Don't touch
And-
GameStop. Leave GameStop.
With how
You-
low it is now,
You mess with
You
GameStop, you mess with me.
well, I'm saying like how low it is now would be a good time to buy it in today. If you're comfortable losing money, if you're comfortable with losing roughly $60,
Yeah.
Per share, right now would be the time to buy it.
Oh well, yeah.
Because with like, I know it's on a downtrend, but this thing has been weird as hell.
The angry
It's hit
mob's gonna
$100
go away.
before and shot up to like 350 like the next couple days.
Dang.
So it all depends. The stock's crazy.
Right. Yeah.
All I got to say though is I don't mind wealthy people.
It's at 103 right now.
Yeah, it's 103. I don't mind wealthy people.
121.
They don't make me mad. What makes me mad is when they make a bad investment and, normal average people who have a right to be wealthy too outsmart them and they get mad about it. Those wealthy people can go to hell. Those wealthy people can suck an egg.
Well,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
because most of them didn't make their money.
Some of them lost millions, dude.
Like not legally, but most of them made their money like in a shady way.
Oh yeah. Or just doing a shit ton of investments over the years. They come into wealth and they just continue to invest.
Oh yeah, in the
I-
right areas. Yeah, like
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
Yeah.
In a way. I
You have
guess,
no
but-
sympathy for me. No sympathy for me at all. That you guys wanted to gamble that much on a company failing, especially when there's new consoles out right now. Like,
Right.
if you look at GameStop stock, it's always shot up during new consoles, right? Every time.
Right.
So
Yeah.
if they expected this company to go down for some dumb reason, you have no sympathy for me.
Well, it's like back in the
How
day
do you
when
not know that?
Yeah, when people were like, dude, video games are rising, and they're like, no, screw that, they'll never be a thing. And then, people wouldn't invest in like EA and whatnot, but then, Microsoft came in and stuff, and everybody started like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and
I see
and
you.
truly, how could anybody say that video games aren't going to make it when we're in a pandemic and everybody's staying home?
Oh,
I know.
right, yeah, they're higher than ever. Everything's higher. Netflix, Disney, everything's streaming. Even YouTube's like everything online is just like skyrocketed. It's just like the retail, retail stores, restaurants and stuff like that are. Even DoorDash. Did you see DoorDash? He became a billionaire because of the pandemic.
A buddy of mine works DoorDash full time, and he makes a bank.
Really?
He makes a two household income just by himself.
But he's got to be paying a lot for his car, though, right? That's like a lot of.
Yeah, dude, just buy crappy cars, dude. Like, who cares what your car looks
just
like?
buy a Tesla and then put it on autopilot. All right, deliver for me.
Deliver for you. Well, that's the thing. Like, you can just buy a crappy car, and if like you're like, if there's issues, you're like, how much is it going to cost? So like a couple $100 or whatever. You're like, just use that car and like trade it off or whatever, sell it again, and then like you gotta look at it as a dying
or a Prius or something. Like gets you like 60 miles to gallon.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I would buy a vehicle.
What?
Oh, I was gonna say I would buy a vehicle where parts are cheap. So a Honda everywhere.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe an Audi or something. You can get there pretty fast.
Dude, if you don't deliver with a Ferrari, are you even working for?
Yeah, I work for DoorDash, bro. Hey, dude, what do you do for a living? DoorDash, bro.
DoorDash.
Yeah.
Like, what is this guy ridiculous?
I got a Ferrari. Yeah, I bet that's gonna go away though as things open. That's gonna kind of go down. As things open up.
Yeah, down.
When people start going to restaurants full time again.
Right, yeah. But yeah, now it sucks. You go to a restaurant and it's like, okay, we're gonna put you in this tent and you have to like have equal amount of space.
Outside, inside?
Like, no, you're only outside. You're only allowed to be outside in a tent, zipped up like some mosquitoes.
Yeah. So outside, inside.
Or yeah.
So it's inside, outside.
And then
you can't be inside, but you can be outside, inside.
Well, they've got indoor eating right now going on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
I'm going out to have a happy hour with a friend today.
How dare you? We are in a pandemic, you monster.
We haven't even gotten a vaccine.
How dare you?
Sir, you can't come in. Have you had the vaccine? Yeah, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's my vaccine.
But like you go to Florida and Florida's like, we will not close down anything. Florida's like party city. Everybody's like flying down there partying. Yeah.
Oh, Louisiana.
It's like
Louisiana is so bad like that too.
Completely different place and like kind of Texas. Texas is kind of like that too. It's like California is just like in like freaking misery, shut down, and like
they're gonna have to open everything up.
Homeless people walking the streets, and then like you go to like Florida and everyone's like, yeah, no pandemic here.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
Pandemic? Yeah, I had sex with her last week. No,
yeah.
We are in a pandemic. You were in pandemic too. That's crazy.
Oh, dude, we're like cousins, yeah, bro.
Eskimo bros,
yeah.
Eskimo bros. How do you know pandemic? Did you go to school with her?
Yeah. Dude, I don't know. She put me out for a week, bro. Oh yeah, man, I was 2 weeks. Oh.
2 weeks out, man.
Yeah,
like
a bunch of my friends did a huge group trip down to Louisiana for Mardi Gras, and they all came back with COVID.
Jeez.
That's all right. The Louisiana COVID's different.
Dude, it's not even the second strain, dude. It's not even a single strain, man. It's nothing. You get it now and you're good, dude. All right. It's like it's like chicken pox, bro.
I'm fine.
I had chicken pox. No, it was COVID, man. All right, you only get it once.
How many of them actually had COVID, or it was like a strand of some sort of STD, and they're like, yeah, no, I got COVID. Yeah,
yeah, I got COVID. Dude,
yeah,
I got crabs too. Oh, that's a wicked blend. Right? I got crabs and COVID, bro.
I got COVID all over my lower area, man. It's so itchy.
I thought what stayed in Louisiana, what happened in Louisiana, stayed in Louisiana. Apparently not.
That's awesome.
Went to the doctor with a giant rash. Yeah, you got COVID. No.
That's
So
awesome.
wrong.
You mean this
You
stuff?
guys
I
are
sniffed
so
COVID off this girl. What?
What was her name? Pandemic. Her name
Yeah,
was
her
Pandemic.
name was Pandemic, and I sniffed
What's her name?
That was her
COVID-19. It was
name.
19 grams of COVID. I remember it specifically. I probably still have it somewhere.
All right. Well, is there anything else you guys like to talk about?
No,
No, I didn't
No.
think so.
got to get back to Pandemic. She's calling.
Got to get back to Pandemic. She's calling, dude.
Yep.
I still owe her like $250 or something like that. So
She is a hot mess.
250. 250.
Don't be giving no
I
ghost
just
no
give her that
treat.
GameStop stock. She'll be good.
Like I said, if you guys are in the green, I
Green
suggest you
area.
sell,
The Bay Area.
but I don't know. I'm kind of curious. I have a feeling there's going to be another resurgence after today with how low the stock is hit again.
Guys,
and I
it's low.
guarantee
Okay. This
Yeah,
blow
yeah,
whistle.
yeah.
people are going to buy into it. I have a feeling that people will buy into it more
Oh
tomorrow
yeah.
at how low it'll be because they probably think it'll at least go up a little bit. So
Right.
you could sell now, but it might be worth holding one more day. If you're in the green, you could sell, but holding it would be interesting. Holding would be
Right.
real
Yeah.
interesting.
So let us know, guys, if you hold or if you sell.
Might have to put some money into it.
Yeah. Inflate
I'd
it back
probably
up.
buy tomorrow. If you're curious when to do it, it's either now or never, really, in my opinion, because it's just not really going to be a better opportunity.
Right.
Cool. And where can people find you, Joe?
Oh, twitch.tv/Average Joe Show. AVGJOESHOW.
And
Average
he
Joe Show.
accepts Dogecoins now. So.
Dude, send me some Doge coins. I'll take them.
Right.
And Kris, you?
You can find me at monkeybutlerinimprov.com or at Christopher Best on Facebook.
All right, there we go, guys. And you can check out if you want to get more involved with the podcast, you can go to our Patreon at Pizza Subs and find a little bit more about us and if you want to be on the show and whatnot. And help us improve the show and everything else and the mics and stuff and the accents and everything. You can help us out there. So, yeah. So thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for joining us. And
All right.
we'll see you in the next one unless GameStop totally crashes again. Then I don't know what will happen to us because apparently with Joe's stock we're tied to GameStop. So
Invest. I need you to invest.
invest.
Invest.